NVIDIA is a very important company today. They make special computer chips essential for artificial intelligence, or AI. Many AI systems around the world use NVIDIA's chips, making NVIDIA a leader in the AI field. These chips, called graphics processing units, GPUs, were originally made for computer games but are now crucial for AI tasks. GPUs help AI perform many calculations simultaneously, making them perfect for AI. However, the United States government has put export controls in place, limiting which chips can be sold to China. The US government says these controls are for national security, worrying that advanced AI chips could be used for military purposes. These controls affect NVIDIA and China, creating new challenges. NVIDIA cannot easily sell its most advanced chips to Chinese companies anymore, which is a problem because China is a very big market. Chinese companies need these advanced chips for their AI development. The controls aim to slow down China's progress in AI, but might also encourage China to develop its own chips even faster. This situation is very important for the future of AI and technology competition globally. The US export controls aim to slow down China's technological advancement by limiting access to high-end AI chips. However, these actions have had other effects too. The restrictions have created a strong sense of urgency within China. China has a long-term plan for its technology sector, often called Made in China 2025, focusing on self-sufficiency. The US restrictions have made this goal even more important for China. When China could no longer easily buy these chips from companies like NVIDIA, it created a big problem. Chinese AI companies still needed these chips to grow and compete. This gap was a serious challenge, but also a powerful reason for China to act. Chinese technology companies and the government knew they had to find a solution. They needed to develop their own advanced AI chips. The restrictions created a strong motivation for local innovation. Chinese companies saw an urgent need to build their own capabilities and a big opportunity to serve their home market. NVIDIA faced immediate problems because of the US export controls. China is a very large market for AI chips, and many Chinese companies were buying NVIDIA's products. Suddenly, NVIDIA could not sell its best chips there, meaning losing a lot of potential sales. NVIDIA had to find a way to deal with this new situation. They started to design special chips just for the Chinese market, like the H20, L20, and L2. These chips were less powerful than their top-tier products, designed to meet the US export control limits. However, these specially designed chips have faced a mixed reception in China. Chinese companies want the best possible performance for their AI systems. Some Chinese customers found them to be too slow or too expensive for their capabilities. They started to look for alternatives, including chips made by local Chinese companies. This is a difficult situation for NVIDIA. The long-term risk for NVIDIA is significant. If Chinese companies get used to buying chips from local suppliers, they might not switch back to NVIDIA easily, even if the rules change in the future. The Chinese government is playing a very active role in developing the local chip industry. It is investing billions of dollars into research and development, supporting new companies, and helping existing companies to grow. The government sees AI chip self-sufficiency as a national priority. Many Chinese companies are now working on AI chips, creating a whole ecosystem. This competition can help to drive innovation faster. The goal is to create a complete Chinese supply chain for AI chips. Besides Huawei, other companies like More Threads and Byron Technology have announced their own AI GPUs. They are working to improve the performance of their chips to offer alternatives to NVIDIA's products. Making advanced chips is one of the hardest things in technology, but these companies are determined. They are attracting talented engineers and getting funding. The focus in China is not just on designing chips, but also on manufacturing them. Companies like SMIC, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, are trying to make more advanced chips within China. Huawei is a well-known Chinese technology company and a main target of US sanctions and restrictions. These restrictions made it very hard for Huawei to get advanced chips from other countries. Being cut off from global suppliers forced Huawei to innovate. Huawei developed a series of AI chips called Ascend. One of their recent chips is the Ascend 910B, designed for AI training tasks. While it might not be better than NVIDIA's very latest top-tier chips, it is a significant achievement. The Ascend 910B is a symbol of China's progress. It proves that China is serious about becoming a player in the AI chip market. Huawei is building a whole AI ecosystem around its chips, including hardware and software. They are also selling these chips to other Chinese companies, creating an alternative to NVIDIA's products within China. The success of Huawei's Mate 60 Pro smartphone also showed China's progress. This phone contained a new advanced Kirin processor chip, reportedly made in China by SMIC. The Mate 60 Pro became a symbol of China's resilience. Silicon photonics is a new and exciting technology that uses light to move data instead of electricity. Light particles called photons can carry more data, move faster, and use less energy compared to electrical signals in traditional chips. This technology has the potential to make computers much faster and more efficient. AI systems need to process huge amounts of data, and silicon photonics can help solve this problem by creating super-fast connections. This can make AI training and inference much quicker and reduce the energy used by AI data centers. China is investing heavily in silicon photonics research and development. Chinese scientists and companies see this as a big opportunity. They believe silicon photonics could be a way to leapfrog existing technologies. Traditional chipmaking is very complex, but silicon photonics is a newer field. Perhaps China can become a leader in this new area. Silicon photonics could offer several advantages for China. It might help them overcome some of the challenges in traditional semiconductor manufacturing. If China can develop strong silicon photonics technology, it could create a new path for its chip industry. The US export controls are causing big changes in how global technology trade works. Companies around the world are thinking more carefully about their supply chains. They are worried about geopolitical tensions and are trying to diversify their sources. China is working hard to reduce its dependence on foreign chips. As China builds up its own chip industry, it will buy fewer chips from companies like NVIDIA, Intel, or Qualcomm. This is a big change because China has been a huge market for these international chip companies. Losing sales in China can affect their profits and their ability to invest in future research. The Chinese market is slowly becoming more self-reliant. Chinese AI chip companies are growing and starting to take market share from foreign companies within China. Companies like Huawei are providing alternatives that are becoming more attractive to local customers. In the future, these Chinese chip companies might even start to export their AI chips. This would mean more competition for everyone, and could lead to lower prices for AI chips. Other countries are also watching closely, and might decide to invest more in their own chip industries. Artificial intelligence is a strategic technology with a big impact on a country's power and influence. The ability to develop and use AI is seen as crucial for economic growth and national security. The United States wants to maintain its position as the world's leading technology power. The export controls on AI chips are part of this strategy. The US government believes that by limiting China's access to advanced chips, it can slow down China's AI progress. This is a key part of the broader geopolitical competition between the US and China. For China, achieving self-sufficiency in AI and semiconductors is a vital national interest. Chinese leaders see this as essential for the country's future. They believe it is necessary for their economic development and national security. Developing their own AI chips is about ensuring China can determine its own technological destiny. The race for AI chip supremacy is part of a much larger picture. It affects trade, international relations, and global alliances. Countries are choosing sides and thinking about who to partner with in technology. The outcome of this AI chip race will have long-lasting consequences. It will shape the future of global technology leadership and influence the balance of power in the world. Will NVIDIA lose its dominant position in the AI chip market? It is still too early to give a definite answer. NVIDIA is a very strong company with excellent technology and talented people. However, the challenge from China is real and growing. US restrictions are helping Chinese competitors by creating a protected market for them in China. NVIDIA will face more competition in the coming years. Its market share, especially in China, is likely to be affected. We might be moving towards a world with several strong players in the AI chip market. The United States will likely remain a leader, but China is working hard to become a major force. Other regions like Europe or other parts of Asia might also develop their own capabilities. This could lead to a more multipolar world for AI chips. Having more sources of supply could make the supply chain more resilient and foster more innovation globally. A world with different AI chip powers could also lead to different AI ecosystems. Different countries or regions might develop AI systems based on their own hardware and software. This could lead to different technical standards and make it harder for AI systems from different ecosystems to work together. While competition can be good, too much fragmentation could slow down overall progress in AI. The race for better, faster, and more efficient AI chips will definitely continue. This competition will drive a lot of innovation. We will see new chip designs, new materials, and new technologies like silicon photonics. However, this intense competition also brings risks. It can increase geopolitical tensions and lead to a technology Cold War. The world needs to find a balance. International dialogue and cooperation will be very important for a healthy global tech future.